You don't know what to expect, though, do you? Or do you?
Well, I think it's going to show that we will have made significant progress. The reports I'm hearing from people whose views I respect indicate that indeed the Petraeus plan is in fact producing results.
To Mr. Cheney's intelligence sources. On the other hand, we've got Michael Ware, who's been there in Baghdad and all across Iraq almost non-stop since before the fighting began. Right now, he's embedded with American forces in Diyala province, coming to us through a night scope camera. Because of the danger there, they're not allowed to turn on any camera lights. Michael, you just heard the Vice President saying that he expects General Petraeus to report significant progress when he gives his assessment come September. What do you think of the Vice President's evaluation?
Well, Anderson, there is progress, and that's indisputable. Sectarian violence is down in certain pockets. There are areas of great instability in this country that are at last finding some stability. The point, though, is at what price? What we're seeing is to a degree some sleight of hand. What America needs to come clean about is that it's achieving these successes by cutting deals primarily with its enemies. We've all heard the administration praise the work of the tribal sheikhs in turning against Al-Qaeda. Well, this is just a euphemism for the Sunni insurgency. That's who's turned against Al-Qaeda. And why? Because they offered America terms in 2003 to do this. And it's taken America 4 years of war to come to the Sunnis' terms. And principally, that means cutting the Iraqi government out of the loop. By achieving these successes, America is building Sunni militias. Yes, they're targeting Al-Qaeda, but these are also anti-government forces opposed to the very government that America created. And another thing to remember, Anderson, yes, sectarian violence is down, but let's have a look at that. More than 2 million people have fled this country. 50,000 are still fleeing every month, according to the United Nations. So there's less people to be killed. And those who stay, increasingly, are in ethnically cleansed neighborhoods. They've been segregated.
Well, the Vice President also referred to this New York Times op-ed written by Ken Pollack and Michael O'Hanlon, who returned from Iraq. They were applauding the military progress and the Iraqi security forces' ability to hold areas and keep insurgents out. How much have the Iraqi troops themselves actually improved?
Well, there has been improvement in the Iraqi troops. They are standing up to a greater degree in certain pockets. But honestly, Anderson, it is a myth to believe that the Iraqi forces have been rid of their sectarian or militia ties. No matter how much any commander wants to tell you, the minute the American forces turn their backs, these guys revert to form. Be that Sunni or Shia lines, Kurdish ethnic lines, albeit militia lines. So there is still no sense of unity, and without America to act as the big babysitter, this thing is not going to last. So all these successes that O'Hanlon and Pollack point to exist. They're real, but the report is very one-dimensional. It doesn't look at what's being done to achieve this and what long-term sustainability there is. I mean, these guys unfortunately were in the country for 8 days, and they point to a success story of a neighborhood in Baghdad called Ghazaliya. They say it's peaceful, we could walk around in the Sunni area. Yes, that's because it's divided, and the Iraqi army troops won't let the Shia in. And they're Shia army troops. Just last week there was an incident where the Iraqi commander of those troops went to remove all the furniture from a Sunni's house, and when a fellow Shia protested, he arrested that Shia. That's the success we're talking about. The question is America prepared to pay this price? Yes, it'll give you the numbers on pieces of paper that will allow your Congress to let you leave, but are you willing to endure what will follow?
Michael Ware, embedded with U.S. forces. Michael, stay safe.
Thank you, Anderson.